Welcome to FM2017, my Wigan game in the 2033-34 season, and the next game that I'm coming up to with my horrible defence is the Man United Under-23s match in the Checkatrade Trophy. Try saying that fast if you're drunk. I'm not going through a good set of results. One win in the last, 7 games? And I could happily expect to struggle in this one, especially as my best midfielder is apparently cup tied. However, let me move him as well. However, my better left back is at least available, and now I just happen to need a midfielder I can rely upon. Let's go with Herbie Kane. Actually, no, let's not go with Herbie Kane. Let me go back to my squad page and let me go with Liam Berry. That's what I bought him for. I knew I'd bought another midfielder for that position. Now, I'll put my left back on the bench, and I'll put Herbie Kane on the bench. I'm not overly impressed with my forward line. So, well, there's not a great line to do about it, to be honest. This team, such as it is the team that's going to try and struggle against the Man United Under-23s. But this is a meaningless trophy as far as I'm concerned. I hadn't actually heard of this trophy until I started playing this game. I've got no idea when this trophy started, or let's give them a challenge. I tell them I expect a win. It's nice to be at home, and I've got quite a nice stadium, even if there's hardly any people in it for this competition, because obviously the fans consider it about as worthless as I do. And let's face it, the worst of the Man United Under-23 side is probably as good as my best player. Because, to be honest, I would dream of having half a dozen of the Man United Under-23 side available to me. Oh, we're getting cocky up front here with some of this passing. But yes, eventually we got tackled. Now, just looking at the hoarding, the classic football shirts. I actually clicked on that hoarding and been taken to their website, and that's actually quite a decent website. I'd never actually really thought about buying classic football shirts before, but if you've never clicked on the hoarding for that one, I can highly recommend having a look at it. Oh, of course I haven't got Brewster in the team anymore to take the free kicks, have I? So I've still got Vincent in my defence, which is one of the things that truly scares me. He's an 18-year-old kid who 2 weeks ago didn't have a job, and now he's starting for Wigan against the Man United Under-23s. And to be honest, he hasn't been my worst player in the side at times. He hasn't been particularly good, admittedly, but he's there because of desperation. But it's not a good sign when you're playing an 18-year-old kid who was out of work 2 weeks ago as one of your two only central defenders who can actually claim to play in that position. That was a bit of an ambitious shot, I must admit. Okay. I don't know what the hoarding of Sport Pesa is. I haven't clicked on that one. I might have to at some point in the future. Oh great, now Vincent's managing to get himself booked. Certainly making a name for him, certainly making himself noticeable in my team. Yes, my fans apparently don't like him already. So he could have a, unfortunately, shorter than expected career because he was thrown into the fray way too early. Yeah, I'm looking at this Man United side passing their way out of their own penalty area and moving into attack, and dreaming of having a side that can play that well right now. And apparently I can't, according to the rules of football, I can't loan a central defender outside of a transfer window. So I'm also looking at about half a dozen central defenders who are over 30. In fact, most of them are over 33, I think. Oh, good shot, Craig! To try and find one that might be able to bolster my horrible defence. Well, that wasn't a bad corner either. Of course, that's my central defence. My defence is like stands there waiting for the ball, where their player goes and actually runs to the ball. And a good cross, but my goalkeeper is quite good at dealing with crosses. Once again, they've got more than twice as many fouls as I have. Seems like teams like kicking my players for some reason. While I played, I did play for quite a few years, I was a great proponent of telling my defenders, as I played in goal, that if they couldn't get the ball, take the man, and frequently shouting them to kick some forward up in the air. So I can understand the logic of kicking the opposition. It's just not much fun when you're on the receiving end. I'm going to be calm about this and see if I can encourage them to do better. Personally, I don't think I've got a hope in Hades, but and that is my best player, even if he's a lone player, Mr. Thomas. Oh, unlucky. That's good old Tyrese Desnos. Assuming that's how you pronounce his name. My loan signing from Tottenham, I think. Well, he's at least got... to be honest, I think if he wasn't playing for me, he would be playing for the Tottenham under-23, so at least he's on a par with the opposition he's playing. Well, they've made their second substitution, and I think it's about time I started making substitutions. McGlade, you're going to have to come off. McNamara, you can go on. Savage, you're going to have to come off. And that's about all I can realistically do at this point. Of course. Oh no, I thought it was going to be one of my throw-ins where I throw it directly to the opposition, which is relatively normal for me with throw-ins. Touch the ball through, well done. It was a good setup play, even if the finish was a tad woeful. Yes, I think I'm bottom of the group, so a draw isn't going to do me much good either. Although I do have to play the weakest team in the group next. And Man United have to play the team that beat me earlier in this competition. Oh, good header, Vincent. Well, apparently we're still managing to put up some sort of defence. Good shot, Craig. At least you force him to save that one. You had to put a bit of effort in. Who's taking this corner? Oh, McNamara. Unlucky, guys. Wasn't the worst corner you've ever done. Stroth, 14 fouls. That's almost 3 times as many fouls as I've committed. Oh, and I'm not sure who who that bounced off last. Wallace gets to claim it, but I'm not entirely sure his header actually was the last one. Oh, maybe it was. Well, okay. Somehow I'm managing to be winning. I'm not saying I'm going to win, because that would be hubris and tempting fate, to put it politely. Nice header, Thomas. And even if we do manage to hold out, which is a big if right now, with a cross like that, yep, that was a good cross. I got to give him that. Yes, Stenning Jenkins did a wonderful job with that cross. Oh, sorry, Stenning Jackman. That really was a pretty darn decent cross. Oh, great. So it's one of those games where you've got to have penalties. Fine. Let's start taking penalties. Oh, I thought that had been saved. Nice job, Kennett. That's an amazingly good start. Whoa. Okay. And that was a pitiful penalty by them. And that was... Yes. You're meant to be a striker. You're meant to know how to shoot for goal, Craig. Oh, unlucky, Kennett. There again, you've saved two, you've saved two, almost saved three penalties. To be honest, Kennett, you've exceeded every expectation I could possibly have for you in a penalty shootout. And yet, I'm not going to win, am I? Ho-hum. Come on, neighbours. Well done, Madge. Unfortunate name, but you scored. So I'm willing to forgive you your unfortunate name for right now. Well taken penalty, Miles. Why is it when they take a penalty? Oh, God. Whittaker's going to try and take a penalty. Yeah. And Stenning Jackman. Missed! Unbelievable! They really want to drag this out and really rub my nose in it, don't they? Well, that went in. I thought that was going to be saved the way he blasted it right at the goalkeeper. Oh, and this is the man that scored for them. From a beautiful header from Stenning Jackman. Oh, beautiful header, beautiful cross from Stenning Jackman. Oh, Struth. Whoa, nice job, Vincent. 8 penalties and we still haven't got a winner. They really have got the double-barreled names in their side, haven't they? Whoa. Okay, how much longer was this penalty shootout going to go on? Apparently to at least a 10th penalty. Oh, this is my left back, isn't it? Oh, you... Ah! That hurts. He made the keeper go the wrong way, and he's Still hit the darn post. Oh! Okay, now they've got to be the goalkeepers taking penalties. Well, you did such a good job, Kenneth. I'm really not going to blame you for that one. I really can't blame the side for losing that one on penalties. Yeah, I'm not going to blame them for that one. But yes, I can no longer go through. Oh, okay, I get a point for penalty loss, and they get 2 points for penalty win. Well, that kind of blows it for me, doesn't it? Well, at least I might be able to beat up on Chester in the next round. But whilst I remember, I want to have a look, see what this guy looked like. Okay, apparently he's a right and a left back. Well, I'll put him down on my people to scout. It may not be great, but I noticed him in a game against me, so I will pay attention. Yes, we failed to qualify. Well, such is life. Well, that was the Checkatrade Trophy. I can't say that word. Checkatrade Cup. Match number 2, and I'm now knocked out of it, so such is life. Well, I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did, or at least partially as much as I did, and hopefully I'll see you down the road.